meet the recommended 2.5 hours of moderate intensity aerobic activity every week with 2 muscle strengthening activities. My results, however, only 14% of people stated that they exercise for 2 hours or less per week. When I asked them further what kind of physical fitness activities they were currently involved in, 71% found that they are doing unstructured activities. The next finding has to do with the current internet usage of these respondents. PewInternet.com found that 85% of American adults are using the internet. For my survey, I decided to focus on 5 particular websites to gauge the usage of those. 90% of those surveyed stated that they're currently on Facebook. 73% have access to Craigslist, and 45% use Groupon. This does jump, John, you're right. Okay. My last finding was in regards to offline relationships that are formed online. Contrary to what the University of Chicago Psychology Department headed study, which found that over 33% of American marriages are currently being formed via online dating websites, only 12 people out of, 198 admitted to meeting people offline who they originally met online. So because of this, I determined that One Stop Fit needs to have 3 key components. It needs to be consumer generated, it needs to facilitate both group and individual relationships, and it needs to offer a variety of different activities. My vision for OneStopFit.com is a very user-friendly, basic website. This is the main page in which it'll just have the states listed, very, very clear information. Users will then be directed to their county page. There's like 6,000 counties in the US, so I don't foresee 6,000 different pages. Those will change as the populations are dispersed. Lastly, okay, there we go. Lastly, users will be transitioned to their county page, and this is where the bulk of the information will be available. There's 4 components for OneStopFit.com: partners, transactions, professionals, and events. In the partners section, that's where users like you and I could post listings over, I'm interested in a jogging partner, or I want to take a class and I don't want to go alone. Or for those of us who are a little more lofty in our ambitions, I want to train for that marathon, and there's no way on this planet that I'm running 26.2 miles by myself. I need someone to make sure that I train. In the transactions, that's where users will be able to post listings regarding buying, selling, trading, and donating their physical fitness equipment. I don't know about you guys, but I have a lot of physical fitness stuff lying around my house that I don't know what to do with, and I would love to have somewhere that I could sell it to people who are looking for that item, or know what resources are available for me to donate those goods. The professional section is where users will be able to look for gyms, studios, and trainers specifically. And lastly, in the events page, both users and the website operator will update this to let the community know what actual athletic events are being offered to them and how to register. This is an example of an ideal posting for OneStopFit.com. This would be under the run, jog, hike, and walk section. Obviously, the user emails will not be on there. I will look for some way to make it a blind email, but I simply don't have those skills. So as you can see, it gives a little bit of demographic information. It gives a location, what I'm interested in doing, when I'm available, and what my physical fitness level is currently. This way, as a separate user, I'm viewing this listing, I can see whether or not this person and I will be compatible fitness-wise before I even contact them. Now there's going to be 3 ways to generate revenue for OneStopFit.com. The first one will be advertising. As you saw in those screenshots, there are 8 different advertising opportunities. We will target both regional and national audiences in order to get a broad spectrum of potential advertisers, and also in the initial days to get advertisers. The ads will be sold in spots on a cyclical basis. That way it can reflect the changing use of the website. When it's a smaller, more one community, one website, the spots will be longer. As it gains traction, as it becomes more and more interesting to investors and sponsors, those cycles will shorten and will allow for more. At any one point, given this very basic advertising structure, when all the spots are filled for whatever period of time, you're generating $1,850. The next type of money is going to come from posting fee. The posting fee will only happen in professionals. It will be a $10 flat fee for every post. This will be done to discourage spammers and unprofessionals from advertising themselves as professionals. This will also be used to raise the trustworthiness of onestopfit.com so that people who are using that professional section know that those people paid money to post their listing, so they are financially obligated, well, they're financially on the line. They've paid money to use this service. Hopefully they're coming across with a good product. Lastly, the coupons. The coupons will only be on the county-specific page. Like the advertising, this is done so I can have a national-based coupon, like one from Nike or Under Armour, but also a regional one, like the local mom and pop sports shop that is in your community. They'll both be able to put coupons on that space. The rate will be lower than the other main page top heading advertising rates because we'll get a 5% kickback on every coupon purchased. Assuming that only 120 coupons are sold per year on the website, you'll generate $120. However, as that grows and as the website becomes more and more popular and there's more and more users, still having that only 120 sold per website will generate $18,000 a year. Now there's going to be two different types of marketing: in-trade sponsorships and grassroots marketing. The in-trade sponsorships, we will waive or lower the advertising fee or the posting cost, or lower the kickback rate in return for the opportunity to advertise at gyms, on their website, at events and such. The grassroots marketing, we're going to follow the like and be liked adage, meaning that One Stop Fit is going to have every social media known to mankind, and they are going to be networking like crazy on it, liking every single local physical fitness activity with the hopes that not only will they like us back, but it will drive the person who's mutual friends, who's one or two friends down the line, who sees our business on that other website and then comes to us. That will go with the word of mouth advertising. And then the last way we're going to market is the events page. That page is going to receive the most focus at the beginning in order that every time someone Google searches their local 5K, we show up as one of the top results saying that we have information on it. And then once people get to the website to look at that, they will be so amazed by it, they're going to go to other sections. Probably find someone to train for that 5K with. Okay, there are going to be expenses, but the expenses are going to be primarily startup. Designer, programmer, getting our foot in the door, getting our domain names purchased. Once the website is up and running, it's going to be purely maintenance costs. Really the main startup is setting up the website at the beginning so that it can function as it develops. Lastly, the projected growth of onestopfit.com. First year, I project that there'll only be one website and we are going to lose $20,000. By year 2, we should have 10 websites in place of varying market sizes in order so we can gauge what the small community needs, what's the medium community needs, and what's large community needs. And we should generate a whopping $8,700. By year 3, we'll have increased to 50 websites, and we'll start at that point going more nationwide, looking to cover breadth and not so much depth like we did in years 1 and 2. Should be net $353,000, bless you. By year 4, we'll have 100 websites in place, and we'll net $2.2 million, and by year 5, 150 websites, ideally serving the majority of the nation, and should net $4.4 million. Thank you.